We got employee dead for 4 days before being noticed. Okay, that sounds crazy.
I just saw a crazy story I have to talk about. A woman working at Wells Fargo died at her desk, and her body wasn't discovered for 4 days.
How?
Despite co-workers being in the building as well as 24/7 security.
How?
It's not like she went to some condemned building all alone like Squidward when he goes to that void place. Like, she was in an occupied space, working, surrounded by other people, and nobody noticed that she had passed.
So you're telling me she's working in a place where nobody has eyeballs or a nose? Could you would smell that, bro? 4 days dead? You would smell that.
Away until her body started to rot and decay, and they started to smell it, and then someone became alerted and realized, gee willikers, we have a corpse here. That is baffling to me. Like, this is the perfect illustration for how little these companies care about their workers. Like, they are not your friends. They do not give a fuck about you.
A Tempe Wells Fargo
that's
employee died
mad.
at her desk. And 12 News is now confirming that it may have taken...
Wait, so it was actually at her desk as well. So, like, it wasn't in, like, a toilet cubicle. You know what I mean? And someone just thinks someone's taking the biggest shit of their life. Or, like, in the back of the storage room that nobody went to. It was there on the desk, mate. She's just there dead for 4 days and nobody's questioning it.
Taken as many as 4 days for anyone in the office to notice.
That's so sad. Now, according to workers, she was in an underpopulated area of the office because a lot of workers for Wells Fargo work remote. But there still were co-workers there as well as 24/7 security. And I imagine there were other higher level, like, Wells Fargo executives that have to be in the building at least once or twice over the course of 4 days, you would think, to, like, manage it. And nobody found her. Because I imagine they treat employees just like faceless cogs in the machine.
Wait, I don't get it. Like, you know when you're working, do you not hand in work? Do you not check in, check out? Does nobody notice someone's checked it for 4 days and never left? If you never locked up the building thinking, why is she still there? Then you go to the building in the morning and think, wow, what, did she not leave? Why is she still there? Bro, 4 days, she's dead?
And not human beings.
A Wells Fargo employee went to work the morning of Friday, August 16th and never went home. Tempe police tell 12 News 60-year-old Denise Prudhomme scanned into work at 7 o'clock in the morning. 4 days later, police responded to the office building near Washington Street and Priest Drive for reports of a subject down.
This is crazy, bro. Listen, because I'm thinking when I was in college and I had a job chat, I worked at a trampoline park. Every time I would sneak off from the tills and take a shit or something, right? Or hide in the toilets. Bro, 5 minutes later, I kid you not, 5 minutes, the manager's looking for me. Where's Lewis? Where's Lewis? I've been gone 5 minutes, bro. And you're telling me for 4 days straight she's dead and nobody's looking for her. You know what I mean? That's crazy, bro.
Prudhomme was declared dead. The Tempe Police Criminal Investigation Bureau is investigating, but do not suspect foul play.
I saw a comment that really put things into an interesting perspective. It said, be 5 minutes late to work, get reprimanded, and maybe fired. Die in your cubicle, and nobody notices. It's super upsetting. These employees just numbers on a page for executives to try and exploit, figuring out how to get the most juice for the squeeze for as little amount of money as possible to get the most amount of return on it. It's all about profit. And it doesn't matter if an employee dies at their desk, you don't even notice. And the people working around you also won't notice because they're also part of that machine and too wrapped up in their own personal experience with it.
A Wells Fargo employee exclusively spoke.
The thing is, chat, why I'm confused about this, yeah, is because, like, okay, the managers should know if someone's dead at work, right? You know what I'm saying? They should know. But did she not have, like, employees there that was friends? Like, an employee there being like, oh, Jane should be here today. I wonder if she's off sick or something. Let me just go check on her. You know what I mean? Oh, Jane's not here 2 days in a row. She should be. Like, bro, what?
in their own personal experience with it.
A Wells Fargo employee exclusively spoke with 12 News, but asked not to be recorded or identified out of fear for their job. They say a colleague found Prudhomme dead at her desk in a cubicle while walking around the building on Tuesday, August 20th. Prudhomme's cubicle was reportedly on the 3rd floor and away from the main aisle. This employee says several people had smelled a foul odor, but passed it off as faulty plumbing.
It's so weird to me how if something's off the main aisle, it basically just falls to the fucking back rooms at Wells Fargo, I guess. So if someone's not at like one of the main front and center cubicles, they basically cease to exist, I guess. So for 4 days...
Hey, chat, you're thinking what I'm thinking. If I need to get a job, I'm going to work there. Because I'm going to make sure I get a back aisle. And yeah, I'm working. Okay? I'm working. Right? I'll take my little console. I'll take my Xbox, my laptop. I'll clock in. And I'll just watch movies and play games, bro. I'm working, bro. They won't even realize.
People walking down this main aisle never saw her cubicle and noticed the body. It reminds me of in Dexter's Laboratory, the back of the bus where that kid was like a gum monster because he was like, you know, glued down to the seat from chewing gum and no one goes to the back of the bus. Like, that's kind of what I picture for this Wells Fargo office now. Oh, well, she wasn't in the...
Wait, chat, what is Wells Fargo? It sounds like a bank. What is it? Because I know it's American, but what did it do? Oh, it's a bank.
Main aisle, so what were we supposed to do? Go over there and check? We don't do that. We don't go over there. That's a forsaken realm. That's like a fucking different dimension over in that ballpark.
They say while most Wells Fargo employees at this Tempe location work remote, the building has 24/7 security.
Well, they're obviously not doing their job.
Found Prudhomme sooner. The incident left several employees feeling scared and uneasy. This employee wants to see new safety protocols in place, telling me, quote, "It's negligence in some part."
So a good chunk of the employees at
Yo, that's kind of crazy, bro, because like, how did she die? Like, what if she, like, passed out first and she could have been saved? You know what I mean? And then died, right? Like, maybe she's been passed out for a few hours. They could have, like, checked, you know what I mean? They could have got you in a couple of hours, took her to hospital, she'd be all good, okay? What if that could have happened? I don't know how she died, but...
At Wells Fargo office.
Yeah, what if she died choking, bro? Is there no one near her? No, yeah, bro.
Do work remote, but not all of them. There were other colleagues there, and of course 24/7 security as well as like custodial staff and everything, so it was not like an empty building or anything.
That's
I am
crazy.
extremely curious to see what protocol changes Wells Fargo might make here. I'm expecting some like really cringy dogshit solution from some out-of-touch Silicon Valley type that just tries ridiculous garbage. Like they might integrate like a jingle. If you're feeling kind of dizzy, if your stomach's feeling shitty, go somewhere else. If your heart starts to pound and you might fall down, go somewhere else. Die off the premises, please. We're begging you. It's bad for our PR, so just die somewhere else, please, instead of in our cubicles.
You know,
they're not all of a sudden going to
earlier.
start treating their employees like human beings.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, someone actually found her and just left her? Is that what you're saying or not? Or don't you know? Bro, this is crazy, though. You would think if they've got 24/7 security, you would see someone like flat at their desk and you would check on them. You'd think there's cameras in every room, right? They should be, surely.
That's not going to happen. No shot. These fucking elite level zombies that control all this shit, that's never going to happen. There's a higher likelihood that aliens will come down right now and suck my flaccid cock. But I do think they'll do some kind of like desperate attempt at trying to spin this in a positive way. Like, this was a huge wake-up call for us here. We were all shocked and disgusted by what happened, and we want to make a big change. And that's why we're the first office to require hourly health check-ins, where we send around a healthcare professional to check in on each cubicle to ensure that the employee is still...
Yo, the funny thing is you don't even need that. Just have your security actually checking the fucking cameras, bro. If you got 24/7 security, so you're paying 24/7 security, why are they not looking at the cameras, mate? Why are they not looking at the cameras, bro? Hey, Kim, thanks so much for the tier 2, Kim.
breathing. And they'll just have like some dude walk around to each cubicle going, "Hey, Janet, just making sure, are you still alive? Okay, let me check your pulse real quick." All right, great news. Hey, keep up the good work. You're a
what about
valuable
the
team member
cleaners?
here. We're a family. Don't forget, We're more than a team. We're a fucking family. Fist bump. All right, I'm gonna go check on the next one.
A different worker
cameras
also
don't
spoke
pick it
with
up.
12 News anonymously,
Was just uncomfortable.
again calling on the company to do more.
Body was there about 4 days before anybody found
That's
it, before anybody walked
mad.
up to her and just to say hi, make sure she's okay. She was just laying on her desk.
Just a really sad thought that this woman died.
So I actually low-key feel really, really sad for this woman as well. Because you know she was a loner at work. Because the fact that it took 4 days for someone, another employee, to go up and say hi to her, bro. 4 days. Bless her, man. Bless her.
Died completely alone. No one in the office going to say hi or anything like that. I don't know about like
That's
back
so
home,
sad.
you know, if there was anyone there wondering where she was. You know, it'd been 4 days since she returned home and no one like called to check in and see what was going on or where she
Oh,
might
shit.
be.
Wait. Oh, that is sad, bro. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, she definitely didn't have anyone at home either then, did she? Oh, bless her. Bless her.
It's just really upsetting.
A Wells Fargo
is
spokesperson
sad.
previously sent 12 News a statement saying, in part, "We are deeply saddened by the tragic loss of our colleague at our Tempe office," adding counselors through our Employee Assistance Consulting Service are available to support employees. An employee tells me their direct management offered those services, addressed the incident, and told workers the building was thoroughly cleaned.
We here at Wells
obviously
Fargo
wasn't.
are deeply saddened by the tragic loss of...
Did it mean thoroughly cleaned after she died? Or did they mean throughout? They mean after. They mean after she died, innit? But why is it not getting cleaned within 4 days, mate? What are the cleaners doing, bro? They're just skipping her?
what's her name. It's shaken us to our very core, and we're looking to do more to ensure this doesn't happen again. In the meantime, though, we'll see you at work tomorrow. And if you drop dead, we probably won't notice, so do your best not to do that. We'd hate to go back to back on this.
crazy.
Anyway, though, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. It just made me sad. Like, it's just a really awful thing to see, and it serves as a
Bless
rough
her.
reminder
Honestly, rest in
that
peace.
corporations really do not care about you. They are not your friends. They are certainly not your family, and they are absolutely...
You know what? I really hope her in her spirit life just absolutely haunts that building, bro. Just haunt it to the core. I do a lot of scary reactions. I want to see it. I want to see this building in future ones. And she's going to be the first ghost I'm rooting for, bro. She's going to be the first ghost I'm rooting for. To just scare everyone, dude.
not looking out for your best interests. They barely know you exist. Unless, of course, you're not performing up to the standards that they want you to, then they notice immediately and you will be fucking canned on the spot. But if you actually just die in their office, they have no clue. And that's
Bless
just...
her. I feel
that's
sad
terrible.
for her, bro.
It's
Actually,
bad. So I wanted to talk about it a little bit. That's really about it. So yeah.
that was crazy, bro.